it's my great pleasure to introduce Andrew Altshule. In a few minutes, he's going to, I have some notes here because he has some pretty impressive credentials as to what he's been doing for our campaign and our Jewish community over the last couple of years, so I'm going to read from this. He is a fellow club member and a rising star in the leadership of the Los Angeles Jewish community. Andrew has taken on many important roles for the Jewish Federation. He currently is the Brentwood Young Members Campaign Chair with his vice chairs Alice Kahn and Danny Levine, who are the co-chairs of the Jewish. He's also a co-chair of the Jewish Federation's Mentor Subcommittee and serves on the prestigious National Young Leadership Cabinet of the United Jewish Communities. In addition, he was one of your top fundraisers last year, closing more than 75 gifts on his own. That's quite remarkable. It's truly my pleasure to invite Andrew to the podium, and I just want to say on a personal note that I've had an opportunity to get to know Andrew over these past several years and work with him. I truly think he's an extraordinary young man. I'm extremely proud that he's a part of our club and a friend and a member, an active participant in leadership in the Federation, and I'm delighted that he's going to be sharing his enthusiasm and thoughts about the campaign with you tonight.
Thank you, Michael. You're the ultimate mensch. In 1899, Gus Goldstein was born in Romania. Little did I know that my grandfather's passion for Judaism and Israel and the stories he instilled in me would be the driving force of why I'm standing here today. Over 50 years ago, his daughter Herma married Joel Altshule right here at Brentwood Country Club. I have been blessed with extraordinary parents who emphasize the importance of Jewish family, culture, and its rich traditions. 10 years before that, in 1948, Brentwood Country Club was founded on the heels of the Holocaust and the virtual annihilation of European Jewry. That same year, the country of Israel was established and first recognized by the United States, the UN, and President Harry Truman. My passion for service to the Jewish community stems from these incredible role models. This club was founded because apart from Hillcrest, there was no other country club in Los Angeles that would allow Jews. Thanks to the vision of a handful of real estate businessmen led by Eddie Zuckerman, Brentwood Country Club was founded directly as a result of anti-Semitism in LA. Even today, we still find signs of anti-Semitism in our community. As a teenager at Brentwood School, not far from here, I sat down in my Spanish class one morning, and a classmate came up to me and told me that I was in her seat. I told her that I was there first and there were no assigned seats. Perhaps I should have given her the seat. However, even after she had been a guest at my bar mitzvah, her response to me was, "Fine, Jew boy." I ask you, how has anti-Semitism affected you? The state of Israel has been a perpetual existential challenge in defending herself against very hostile neighbors. I reflect back on an early childhood memory of the 11 Israeli athletes who were murdered in cold blood at the Olympics in Munich. I will always recall Jim McKay's heartfelt words, "They're all gone." And to this day, there are many in the international community who still question Israel's right to defend herself against the likes of Hamas and other Iranian-based terrorist organizations. Make no mistake, Israel will not tolerate a nuclear-armed Iran. It is true that we are one of the most oppressed peoples in the history of civilization. From slavery in Egypt, to the Spanish Inquisition, to the pogroms of Russia, and to the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust, oppression has defined us. However, we are also defined by our strength as a community and our generosity to those in need. I'm often asked, why is the Jewish Federation important and why does it matter? The Jewish Federation has been the chosen charity of Brentwood Country Club for over half a century. It matters to me because it is the most effective way to give to the most vulnerable people. It's an excellent vehicle to support Israel and the 50 other countries the Federation sends aid to. And it allows me to fulfill my personal responsibility of giving back to the community. It is crystal clear that we are in the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. As a result, many in our community and beyond need our support more than ever. When the effects of the Hamas war made a bad situation worse, we sent hundreds of thousands of dollars to Israel immediately. When Sova put out a cry for emergency food funds, we responded instantly. When the needs of the Jewish community became so urgent that it could no longer bear it, we put $500,000 into a new economic crisis fund. We are there today for the most vulnerable, just as we always have been. Ladies and gentlemen, we all sit here today in this oasis, away from the harshness of the real world, and enjoy a privileged life. But I will tell you why. It is because the Federation reminds us of our past and paves the way for a hopeful future. We are Jews, and with that comes great responsibility. The only people who are going to look out for the Jews are the Jews. That is why it is important not just to give, but to give until you really feel it in a meaningful way. Sacrifice a few fancy meals, a few material things. For if we cannot give generously and live generously, then no one can. Please give a significant gift and do your best to increase it over last year's. I have already increased my gift 10%, and in honor of this day, I'm going to increase it an additional 10%. It is only through your support and commitment that we can count on Jewish continuity, community, and strength for generations to come. Thank you very much.